You be probably wondering how the duchies became duchy. I got present for you. The Netherlands was just some bold-ass marchlands. Then some people said, let's settle here, and they did. Then Blood Julius Caesar came along and said, I am powerful because I got army. You guys got only sticks and British thieves. This land is mine. The duchies said, all right, fine, and Caesar wrote a book, so the duchies are no longer in the ancient times. So yay, Romans build fort, and it was fine. Then somewhere in Romania, this guy was born. What a nice guy, I hope he will be mommy's good boy. No, it's Attila the Hun, and he killed half of Western Europe. Wow, the Roman Empire just collapsed. And now Western Europe forgot what stone buildings is and how hygiene works. The year is, somewhere in the early 9th century, I was too lazy to open Wikipedia. And Charlemagne just united Western Europe, and with unite I totally not mean murdered. Then Blood said, become Catholic or die, and the duchies said no. Then Bonifacius asked, become Catholic PLS. The duchies said no and killed him. But then the duchies became said for killing Bonifacius, and we're like all, right, fine if it means that much to you. After that, not much happened, except for some night riz. Then this Giga Chad, Philips the Good, conquered the whole of duchy land, and had a lot of parties. He got a son, but he died in battle, but he had a daughter. She married a Habsburg, yes, a Habsburg, and then died, so now the duchies are Habsburg. Then Martin Luther came along and said,
That's bullshit. This whole thing is bullshit. That's a scam. Fuck the church. Here's 95 reasons why, said Martin Luther in his new book, which might have accidentally started the Protestant Reformation.
oh no, the duchies are breaking all of their churches. Would be a shame if someone killed them all, said the Duke of Alba, and then killed them all. Oh no, said the Duke of Horn and Egmont, don't do that. We will go to his palace and discuss the treatment of the Protestants. And then the Duke of Alba beheaded them. Oh no, said the Prince of Orange, who was the second most important nobleman in the Netherlands, and fled to Nassau, where he built an army. Who are these? They are the Goos, a brutal mix mash of radical Calvinists. They were just blown, of course, by a massive storm. Hey, local fishermen, where are we? You are near Den Briel. The city is almost undefended. You have men and guns, so why don't you just take the city? Yeah, fine. And so began the 80 Years' War. Let's have a look at the Prince of Orange with his army. Oh, they got absolutely smoked. Then let's build another army and try it in the south. Nope, said the Duke of Alba, and got smoked even harder. Meanwhile, the Guzen had more luck and conquered Holland. This Holland for all the Americans out there. Then the Duke of Alba went to Holland after beating the Prince of Orange and massacred all the cities in Holland. The duchies came to the conclusion that they had to work together if they didn't want their butt slapped. After years of fighting and the assignation of the Prince William and being succeeded by his son Moritz, the duchies conquered around half of the Netherlands. Then there was intermezzo for 12 years. Not much changed in the next years, except in 30 years major global conflict that completely destroyed Germany. Then Prince Moritz died, being succeeded by his son, Frederick Henry, who fucking trolled the Spanish by letting a peat ship in the city of Breda and opening the gates. After 80 years of war, it was time for peace, finally. But he died being succeeded by William II, who signed the Treaty of Westphalia, and then died being succeeded by his gay son, William III. It was time for the spice trade, and when duck these see spices and funny smokable plats, the go nuts. They absolutely went wild conquering New York, Guyana, Brazil, Nigeria, Angola, South Africa, India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and Taiwan. And this funny guy murdered a whole island group using samurai just because they traded with one British ship. What a giga-chad. But sadly, over time, the duchies grew weaker and their empire fell. Until in 1795, they were conquered by the French and later Napoleon in days. Many men were conscripted in the French military and died, but he gave us house names and the civil registry, so it's fine. After that, the Netherlands was united and became a kingdom. Perfection at last. No, said the Belgians, who were being oppressed by the northern duchies, and started a rebellion. The Dutch easily put down the revolt. But then the French and British interfered, and they had to let go of Belgium. In World War I, the Dutch stayed neutral, so yay! The Big Depression came along and made many people lose their job. which made them homeless and angry. And then the military fired on civilians in Amsterdam. Then World War II came and the Dutch got absolutely cooked in 5 days. The Germans deported a lot of Jews to concentrations, the highest percent actually besides Germany. After the war, the Dutch became a member of NATO, and the rest is boring as fuck. And now the Dutchies walk on wooden shoes, drink alcohol in funny costumes, smoke some funny plants, make some funny pills for the rest of the world, and in the evening go to the red lights. All right, that's it.